name is Kim Hofstra, and I'm excited to share with you ways that we can effectively mentor student teachers. Today's classrooms have grown increasingly complex. I had the privilege of beginning my teaching career over 25 years ago, and during this time, I've seen dramatic changes in today's classrooms. We now have classroom technologies, Common Core standards, the use of standardized testing, as well as the demands of helping students to individually meet their growth targets. In addition to this, we also have increasing classroom diversity, including academically, economically, ethnically, and culturally. This too puts additional demands on today's classroom teacher. On top of all of that, we have the fact that teachers are dealing with classroom management, larger classroom sizes, parents, administration, and communicating with support staff. In the literature that I've read, it is clear that we need effective teachers in the classroom in order to make an impact on our student learning outcomes. So therefore, it's increasingly important that we are able to effectively train teachers for the classroom setting. In the research that I've done, I found one critical area in which change can be effective, and that's through the use of our university supervising professors. Our university supervising professors are key in creating stronger educational programs. University professors provide supervision for our student teachers. They provide effective feedback during the field-based placement. They provide encouragement and also serve as a liaison between the local school and the university. As I was researching this topic, I came across the Situational Leadership Theory. What struck me about this theory is that it's designed specifically to encourage growth in individuals. And I thought, what a great fit for training our future student teachers for the classroom. This model also included clear strategies for the leader in order to make a positive impact on the individual, therefore making it easy to use. In the situational leadership model, it's looking at the relationships as well as the tasks. But for our purposes, I am looking at the teaching competencies of our student teachers when they enter the program, as well as their confidence levels for teaching in front of a diverse population. So I've created a model in which we're looking at exactly where our student teachers are when they enter the practicum, and then defining different leadership styles in order that our university supervising professors are able to effectively mentor our student teachers. I've identified 4 leadership styles that university supervisors can use when mentoring their student teachers, including equipping, encouraging, imparting, and training. We're going to take a little closer look at each of these to determine when it's best to use them. So when your student teacher begins their practicum, the university supervisor needs to be able to identify where their student teacher is at on this continuum. So it's going to be important to use questionnaires, surveys, and self-evaluations in order to determine exactly what teaching competencies the student teacher already possesses, as well as their confidence level for teaching in front of the classroom. You can also take into account past practicums that the student teacher's been a part of, as well as their coursework and previous evaluations in order to determine where they are at on this continuum. From there, the university supervisor can determine which leadership style will be most effective. For our student teacher that's entering the program possessing both high teaching competencies and a high confidence level, the university supervisor is going to be equipping, making sure that this student teacher is going above and beyond hitting the targets for the teacher education program, making sure that they're reflecting on how to best meet the needs of their classroom, using a variety of teaching strategies in the classroom, and overall challenging them to go above and beyond the learning that they've already done. The next would be for the student that's entering the program and they have high teaching effectiveness, however, they're struggling with their confidence level in front of the classroom. This is when the leadership style of encouragement will be used, in which the university supervisor is giving the student teacher feedback on the great strategies that they're using in teaching effectively in front of the classroom, but encouraging them in their confidence that they know how to do this and that we simply need to continue to work on our presentation skills in front of the classroom. Next, we go into an area where the student teacher is coming into the program with low teaching competencies. In this case, it may be necessary for more observations to take place throughout the practicum, as well as even potentially lengthening the practicum in order that they have the opportunity to practice these skills that they need. So if a student teacher enters with low teaching competency but high confidence levels, we're going to use the leadership style of imparting knowledge on the student teacher of the necessary teaching skills that are important to effectively teach learners. If a student teacher is entering the program with low teaching competencies and a low confidence level, this is when our university supervising professor will need to spend more time training the student teacher on the necessary skills needed to effectively teach in front of the classroom. I'm looking forward to spending more time over the course of my doctorate program in identifying specific strategies for each of these different leadership styles in order that they're able to be used in the future by university supervisors as well as potentially principals and deans in buildings in order to continually be growing our teachers in America in order to be effective for the demands that are being placed on them in today's classrooms. The benefits of this model include the fact that it's very adaptable. As a student teacher is progressing through the practicum, the university supervisor can move from one leadership style to another based upon the growth that they see within their student teacher. Another benefit of this is the fact that it creates a common performance language that can be used with the student teacher as well as the cooperating teacher, and to ensure that everyone is on the same page and helping that student teacher to reach their full potential. And finally, this model will increase the development and effectiveness of our student teachers for today's classroom. Thank you.